All right, okay. I know that if we leave this music, we will continue nodding our
Seriously.
heads and shaking and
For
dancing
real,
all
for real.
day. All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Random Things on Click Naija, your home of news, entertainment, and everything in between. Thank God it's Friday, right?
Yes, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, we're definitely thankful right here because another edition of Random Things is here. I am Makcit, and today I am not alone.
Remy. Okay,
I mean,
Remy.
he's not a new face. He's a familiar face. He's like our guest co-host. Like every now and then, he's on this show. So make some noise for Remy in the building. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, today is Friday. Remy,
Yeah,
what's on your
today is
plans?
today is Friday. It's actually a juicy planned Friday. I tell you, you out there trying to watch us, sit back, tidy your seatbelt. It's gonna happen today.
Okay, but
How we
after
do it.
but after the show, what are your plans?
A lot of things. You have
Am
to
I
chill
am I
out.
am I included?
Yes, obviously. If you are
Okay.
disposed,
Oh, of
certainly,
course.
you know,
I am very, very available.
is something we are always Fridays are special days, and I know most of you know that. So get your seat rested, okay?
Remy knows how to make things happen, definitely. So anytime you meet him, just chill. He's got you. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So today, I'm sure you're wondering what's the scenario we have for you today. Yeah. Wonder no more.
Oh,
All right. So what would you do? Okay. Let's if you use the airport restroom as you await your flight out of the country. You're feeling pressed. You want to pee. You go to the restroom. You're about to flush.
mm,
It's not flushing. Like, what is it now? So you open the water compartment of the
exactly.
toilet
Mm.
and you see a waterproof bag. Open this waterproof bag, and in it you see $30,000. I mean, based on the bundles, you can
Exactly. Can
assume
actually
how,
ascertain
yes,
how
how
much it
much it
is.
is. Yeah, and you see $30,000. And of course, these things happen. People traveling because they're scared of customs or just being flagged by the authorities. They dump things in random
And
places.
do you know what? At the time, because I've had friends who works in airports, and many of them they've told me different kinds of story. And when you look at the way they are lounging, you know that something's actually fishing that they caught. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
maybe we should go
And
and
this
look for
30,000,
jobs.
I tell you, babe, it might be a second thought. So most of times these things do happen. Makcit, if you're the one, what would you
Before I
do?
answer. All right. So the question is to you: what would you do? If you found yourself in that situation, about to flush the toilet, opening the water compartment, you see waterproof bag with $30,000 in it. Now, if that doesn't, sink in very
Hmm,
well, right now, $30,000 is about 11.5
million.
million naira,
Cheese.
like
As on the cheese,
hard
no be
cash.
small. I
Yeah,
say that
like
hard
crisp.
currency. No be naira. If I don't enter 510. As
As
in
in, so
serious pepper.
like, so what if that happens to you, what would you do? All right, that is what we're talking about today
Exactly.
on Random Things. All
Mm.
right. Aha, so pro DJ Nebzi has sent a message. He says, I will take the money and come to Nigeria. Oh. All right, okay. So I go to use a flight because apparently now we know that there's a limit to how much you can travel with on your
Exactly,
person.
certainly.
So that's why I'm sure that person.
Mostly $10,000.
Okay, so that
Yes.
person couldn't go with that amount.
Mm.
That's why he or she, we're trying to be equal here. It could be a
Exactly.
female
It could
too.
be anyone, actually. Are you going to
So
turn to a new, anaconda that's going to swallow the money or something?
Abi
So
maybe
what are you going to
one
do?
snake that will just swallow money. A snake
Because you know
swallow
that $30,000, you must go home with it. So
one way or the other.
one way or the other, it must follow you home.
But
However, it's gonna be.
But you know that you've already stressed yourself, ba.
Yeah.
But if we want, let's assume someone like me that as in my adult life, I haven't gone outside the country, right?
Okay.
So now I have already made plans. I've saved up, I've paid, I've gotten my visa, I've booked my flight, and I'm just about to travel. And I see that money. Will I want to risk all the preparations I've put in place for my flight?
It depends what you're actually traveling to do. But no matter what it
Okay.
is, $30,000 is what we're talking about. Whatever you're going there to do, I don't think it's going to fetch you maybe in a year, 2 years, or whatever. 11 million G's. You understand what I'm saying? For me, oh my goodness, Makcit. You
Yeah.
think I should tell you? Should I spill the beans? What I should do with that
Yes,
money?
spill the beans.
I should do that?
Spill the beans.
Oh my God. I'm an Igbo man, original Igbo man. Excuse, within a month, I can actually double that $30,000. What I need to do that moment is just to start planning, thinking immediately, as in with speed of light. The thinking will be like private spinner jet. You know what I'm talking about? I plan on what I'm going to do. Find a way, if it's to just bribe, find a way to get that. No, I'm not talking about as in.
Okay,
I don't know if you
okay.
heard
No,
that.
let me understand you very well. Let me understand right now.
So the issue is this: the money must follow me home,
One way.
whether by hook or by. You know what I'm talking about.
But we've seen people, we've seen even in the airport, we've seen maybe workers, cleaners that have found money that was meant for someone else and returned it to the owners.
Yes, those people need a award. So, but not me. I don't need any award.
Remy said he does not need an award.
No.
Me, I like awards too.
Oh,
I like
my
to be
goodness,
hailed and thanked for my good work. So yes, maybe person actually misplaced the money. Maybe it wasn't that the person stashed it there. I mean, we
have you ever prayed for miracle before in your life, Makcit? We're Christians and Muslims too. Everybody wishes for.
We pray for things,
for miracles.
Yeah.
That could be. Olden days we usually hear about manners. That could be my own manner. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
So that is it. That money is actually meant for me, designed and decorated for me to find it there. You understand the point? So that is it.
All right, so yeah, so in case you're just joining us, this is Random Things right here on Click Naija Internet Radio, and we're chilling together, myself and Remy. Yeah, Remy in the building. My name is Makcit.
Yeah, I'm Remy. Okay, well, you know what
All right, so yes, and today we're just talking about this scenario, like you're about to travel, you're about to go out of the country.
Yes.
While you're waiting for your international flight, you want to use the restroom.
Yes.
You go and use the restroom when you're done. Number one, you want to flush, and the toilet isn't flushing. So in trying to investigate, what's the matter? What's the problem?
Yes.
You open the water compartment.
Exactly.
And you see that there's
a waterproof bag.
Waterproof bag.
Just a well-knitted waterproof bag. The question first, was it kind of a temptation or something? You just have to start thinking. Does it mean that someone wants to test you or something? You think you first and look, just
camera.
If there's any cameras. By the time, there are some pin kind of cameras these days, but at that time, you must become an IT expert.
Yes,
and see
it's like,
there's a way you can use your phone actually to find out, decipher if there's any camera around there. By the time you ascertain that aspect, but I know natural Nigerian, average Nigerians will not even think about any goddamn camera.
I mean,
excuse me, they'll just have money. Wow, jeez,
money you've never seen in your life, and money that probably if you work for the next 5 to 10 years,
yes,
you may not make that money. You can't boast of having saved that money. So
yeah, to some people though.
Yeah, to
a lot of people, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself in that situation, the question is this: what are you gonna do? Be honest, because this time around you need to tell yourself the truth. What are you gonna do? What is gonna be your second thought, immediate and second thought? What would you do? Would you say my miracle has come, or my $1 billion has entered me? So the question is this: you know what we are talking about? What would you do?
Okay, so Remy, you were saying something now about that you could actually double that money.
Yes. Oh, there are so many ways. You must have. That has to do with most times problems are money in disguise. Okay.
Can you explain that?
What I mean by problems, you might have had a lot of people within your environment. You might have seen a lot of people who are going through stuff, or people who need one or two things. If you're someone who plans, who has made part of your life as planning, you program yourself like from January to December, already have a written plan, things I'm going to do, things I intend to achieve.
Ooh.
So by the time the money comes, probably you might have solved 50% of it. Okay, so what I would do, I would take it into investment immediately.
See, you already even assume that the money is your own.
Babe,
you have claimed it already. That's
even when I cannot see that money, I have claimed it. See this $30,000, babe. This money, I think this thing is talking to me in some areas. I think there's something. Spirit is speaking to me.
Maybe you should go to the airport.
Would you mind joining me?
Well,
I would see two of us, going to the restroom. What would they think?
No, you go into your own. I'll go into my own. Maybe we'll see manna in both restroom.
Who knows? Who knows?
All
So,
right, but honestly, for me, but I really
mm,
can't say what I would do. I mean, it's too hypothetical for me, but I know I'll be too scared to do anything.
I know some people will be scared.
Honestly, I
Some
will be
people
too
want their
scared.
name to be so called to be written in gold.
No, but
Other
you know that
people.
story when we're growing up, they told us that if you pick money from the floor, you
Yes.
turn into yam. Honestly, that story seriously, there was one that you turn into money or you turn,
Yes,
but the one that
exactly.
they said they
Or
would
it
turn
turns
into
to a foul or
yes,
something.
my own, the one I remember
Mm,
from primary school was that you turn into yam.
mm.
And honestly, this thing, but it haunts me. If I see money on the floor, that's what I think of. Like, ha. So now if I carry this thing, I'll turn into yam. And the funny thing in my own head, by taking the story further, and I imagine that as I turn into yam on the road, somebody passing will see the
Baby,
yam.
don't turn to yam.
We just see the yam, we just carry the yam. Then you take it to this house, and then you now go and cut it, and then so as in the thing terrifies me. So like
It's
I
true.
don't when I see things on the floor, I just be like, hey, yeah, for the person that dropped it, if it's actually a genuine person that
Exactly.
misplaced it. Because I know that there was one day I misplaced 500 naira. I was coming out of a car and the 500 naira fell inside the car. I was so hurt. So I was imagining someone seeing that 500 naira in the car and be thinking, God has blessed me.
Me,
Do you understand?
exactly,
Of
exactly.
course, it's my own 500 naira, nothing will happen to him. But I just say,
Exactly.
if it's me, honestly, I can't do anything. So in this situation, it will be very hard.
The issue is this: on a good day, if I see that kind of money, um, mm, we're well trained though. Most times, it's just that things got spilled along the way. On a good day, our parents taught
Taught
us on
us,
how to when you
yeah,
pick something, you return it
turn it
back.
back, yes.
But babe, we have to be honest here. Me, I got to think twice about it immediately to what to do about that. Me, I know say I go carry that money. I can't pretend
Especially
now.
this 2020, it has been
2020,
very
babe.
hard. Like
Do you know the things I have?
all our home training has been slipped,
No,
has
no,
been
no, no, no,
strapped,
no, 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 no.
taken away from us.
Our parents, they belong to the analog age. Things are moving so fast these days. Even that person that forgot that money there, he knows that people like us exist. You understand that we can manage it well.
Yes, so he knows
The
that somebody
person,
will take it and manage.
exactly, probably God is taking it away from someone who cannot manage it. Because there's one thing they say that if God gives you something and you cannot manage it, He take it away from you and give it to God who can manage it very, very well. So in that scenario,
It can be
I
that it's a
assume
blessing.
that is what is taking place at that moment. And that time, I might have thinking of how many lands I'm going to buy, how many stuff I'm going to have to develop and start building my estates and all that. Babe, excuse me, that money must multiply. By the time you put it into landed properties, excuse me, just leave it for 5 years. I tell you, you have double of that
As
money.
in, what I can't get over is just the fact that you have already even planned, as in how to disburse the money.
Babe, I swear down, that money, oh geez. I will not spend a penny. I must make sure that money
It's
multiplies,
invested.
is invested and all that.
All right, so it's random things right here on Click Naija. We are still discussing, and the scenario is: what would you do if you use the airport restroom as you await your flight out of the country, and you find a waterproof bag in the toilet compartment filled with $30,000? What would you do in that scenario? All right, so we have a message here from Ralia. She says, "Since I'm not too greedy, I'll forget about flying out at that moment. But you have lost your ticket and maybe your visa. Pick my bag of money. Oh, my bag. Hey, God. Get a taxi straight home to digest my blessing and think about how I'm going to put it into good use."
Yes, I like that fact. My bag. She has personalized it. Indeed, it is your bag. But if I get there before you, it will become my bag
Your
before your own bag.
Okay, so like that be a talk of whose bag is it? That's when the question will
Oh
change.
my goodness.
All right, anyway, the conversation still continues. All right, you
Yes.
can let us know your thoughts on the issue of this scenario. Okay, this has been Random Things right here on Click Naija. My name is Makcit
I'm
and
Remy. Okay.
yeah, thank you so much for being a part of the show, and thank you to our producer Ralia Adama. All right, you can still drop your comments. We talk, we chat, we discuss this issue to know exactly like the best thing to do about this money, even after the show. All right,
Exactly.
keep watching, keep following Click Naija on social media. We are Click Naija on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and on Twitter we are at Click Naija 1. Click Naija 1. Thank you so much. All right, now we go back to our dancing. Dance with us, TGIF.